Hello again, wanderers. For this episode, I spent some time wandering through the gorgeous wildlife haven of RSPB Pulborough Brooks Reserve in Sussex, which is mainly made up of scrubland and meadows, but is best known for its stunning wetlands. So that is where we'll begin. These areas, which make up a large part of the reserve, are brimming with life on most days of the year here, which means you will never be disappointed with what you see on any day. Today was no exception. There were almost too many birds to identify, but here are some of what I managed to capture. The one bird that stood out amongst the rest, due to sheer numbers alone, were these lapwings. Instantly recognisable with those glamorous looking feathered crests and those distinctive high-pitched whooping calls which they make. A close second in numbers behind our lapwings were these comical looking ducks here. They're called widgeons. They are one of the many winter migrants arriving at this time. These ones would have migrated from as far as Russia or Scandinavia to overwinter here. Next up is this moorhen giving itself a nice bath. Quite a nice sight for me, to be honest. These are very furtive birds, so it's really nice to see such natural behaviour. This unusual looking duck is one I've seen here before. From that tail there, it's got a very obvious name. It's called a pintail. This is another winter migrant. This duck here is called a shoveler for obvious reasons. It uses that bizarre looking bill to filter feed along the water. A sight very familiar to a few of you, or any of you who have ever walked in the British countryside. This is a pheasant, and it looks like this one is searching for invertebrates along the water's edge. Naturally, for most of us, a trip to the wetland is not complete without seeing a heron, the ambush predator of the reeds, waiting patiently in them until an unsuspecting fish swims by. But there is a predator above the heron. They are, of course, the raptors, like this common buzzard here. It will be flying across the wetlands, just waiting for anybody to stray from their flock. As I moved from the wetlands to other areas of the reserve, I was really happy to spot this roe deer looking for acorns in the shadow of a tree. Very, very alert, as you can see. It'd be very, very hard to catch one eating like this unless you had a long lens like I did. But most of the time, when I spot one of these, they're doing this, running away. They're usually the ones to spot you first. Pulborough Brooks also has a phenomenal feeding station area, as you're going to see here. So many tits here. We've got a coal tit there, we've got a blue tit there. In there we've got a marsh tit. Absolutely amazing. First marsh tit we've had on Wander About Nature. It is of course very appropriate that the first one we see is in a wetland reserve. Just look at that. 3 different tits on one feeder. I really love Pulborough Brooks. I'm definitely coming back here for another wander. Now that we've got them close up, you can see that easily distinguishable white flash on the back of its head. And it's giving that great tit a piece of its mind there. The great tit, of course, being the largest of the family in the UK. It really has been quite the tit bonanza here on this wander. We've got a long-tailed tit here. Really love these guys. Absolutely beautiful little eyes. They've almost got like a red eyeliner type effect around their eyes. These were amongst my favourite to watch that day. Now I know we don't like using the C word in nature, but that is a really cute bird right there, isn't it? Oh, we got 2. Oh my goodness, the new sightings were coming thick and fast on this wander. It was fantastic. Here we have a fantastic image of a tree creeper scuttling up a branch before flying away again. You see, I've had to slow it down because it's so fast. Absolutely brilliant. You know me, I love saving the best till last, and this guy is no exception. I've been waiting so long to get even a fleeting image of this bird. This is Britain's smallest bird. It is a beautiful little gold crest. Words can't even describe how happy I was to get this footage. It really, really was the treat of the day. So we're going to finish this episode on this high note here. This is unfortunately my last wonder of 2020. So until next year, have a happy wandering Christmas, everyone.